What if I told you that one of the most human things you've ever felt, grief, is shared by an animal that walks on 4 legs, weighs 6 tons, and has no words to describe what it feels? No funeral, no flowers, no eulogy, but somehow they still show up. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will never look at an elephant the same way again. When an elephant dies, something remarkable happens. The herd doesn't scatter. They don't move on. They gather. Researchers studying elephant behavior in Kenya documented herd after herd doing the same thing, standing over the body of a fallen elephant, sometimes for hours, sometimes for days. They touch the body gently with their trunks. They nudge it, almost as if they're trying to wake it up. The herd goes completely silent. Animals that are normally vocal, rumbling, calling to each other constantly, fall completely quiet in the presence of death. Scientists call this a vigil, and it looks exactly like what it sounds like. These are not instincts. Instinct would tell them to move on, find food, find water, survive. Instead, they stay, and they grieve. But here's where it gets truly extraordinary. It doesn't end at the death. Elephants have been documented returning to the exact location where a family member passed, not days later, not weeks later, years later. Sometimes a decade later, they'll be migrating, moving through their usual paths, and then suddenly, one elephant stops. The rest of the herd follows, and slowly, carefully, they make their way to a pile of bones. They stand over them. They reach down with their trunks and touch the bones individually, turning them over, examining them almost as if they're reading a memory through touch. Researcher Joyce Poole spent decades studying elephants in Kenya. She documented a matriarch leading her herd on a detour miles off, their usual route to visit the bones of a herd member who had passed years before. Nobody told them to go there. No smell led them there. They just remembered, and they went back. Of all the stories researchers have documented, one stands above the rest. In 2016, wildlife photographers in Amboseli National Park captured footage that stopped the world. A mother elephant, her calf had passed just hours before, and she refused to leave. For 6 days, she carried her calf's body with her, lifting it with her trunk, moving it when the herd moved, refusing to abandon it. 6 days. She wasn't confused. She wasn't acting on instinct. She was doing what any grieving mother does, holding on for as long as she possibly could. Eventually, the herd moved on, and she followed. But researchers noted she walked at the back of the herd, alone for weeks. After, withdrawn, quiet, the same behavioral signs seen in humans: experiencing depression, loss of appetite, social withdrawal, inability to engage with the world around her. She was depressed. There is no other word for it. We spend so much time assuming that grief is ours alone, that it separates us from the animal world, that the weight of loss is uniquely human. But out there on the plains of Africa, a 6-ton animal is standing over a pile of bones, remembering, mourning, holding on, not because anyone told it to, not because it read about grief, but because it loved something, and it lost it, and some part of it will never fully let go. Maybe grief isn't what separates us from animals. Maybe it's what connects us. Subscribe to 60 Sec Facts for more interesting videos.